Just headed down to the post office and just look at this wonderful day. It's a lovely day. And just feel like eating butter chicken today. So I guess that's what we're gonna be making. Butter chicken. It's a vegetarian day for some people in the house, so butter paneer for others. And I hope you like it. So we have the cashew nuts, the cloves, a big cardamom, some cinnamon, bay leaf. This is the amount that we're going to be using. Ginger, garlic, onion, a medium-sized onion or large onion cut. Then we have our garam masala, which comes already made. Turmeric, ground coriander, sweet chili pepper. This is for coloring more than anything. We don't really use spices in this. Greek yogurt and a tablespoon of tomato puree and freshly cut tomatoes. These are 4 medium-sized tomatoes. So we start by putting 1 tablespoon of oil
and 1 tablespoon,
maybe 2 tablespoons of oil, and a tablespoon of butter, heaped butter tablespoon. So when it starts melting up, then we add cinnamon stick, the big cardamom, the bay leaf, and the cloves. We start with that so that the butter and oil gets the aroma of those ingredients, and then we're going to be adding to it. Cut the onion, mix it around a little bit so that it gets covered properly. Just keep stirring. We're just waiting for the onions to get slightly blander, brownish, and then we'll start adding the other ingredients shortly. So the onions are semi-transparent now, and we're going to add the ginger and the garlic into the mixture. So add the cashews as well. They're just normal cashews, they're not roasted or anything. Adding now the turmeric. Just a half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of coriander, ground coriander, half a teaspoon of garam masala, sweet chili powder. Now we can add the tomatoes, the 4 tomatoes that we had, and we mix as well. Just keep stirring and breaking them into it. You're trying to make a sauce out of it, so that's the whole idea. Just keep stirring, breaking, stirring, breaking. Everything becomes softer and softer and softer. We add the tomato puree, a tablespoon. So this is it. When it becomes like this, the waters come out, everything's like mixed up together and soft. It's pretty much done. We turn off the fire, we let it to cool down, because we're going to be using a mixer, a grinder, to grind it all up into a paste, a puree. This is going to be the butter chicken sauce. So we just blended the sauce that we were cooling down, and that is the final product. You can see it's slightly thick, orangish color, which is what butter chicken normally looks like. We're going to be using this with the main protein or carbs that you eat. Like, for example, we're going to make butter chicken, and we're going to make paneer butter masala as well. And on that, we're going to add more things to give it more color as well. We pass the sauce through a sieve. Once it's done, you'll see this is the leftovers. Done. Smooth, buttery, velvety texture. We're going to be making the butter chicken now. So we just added oil and butter, as I said. ground coriander now, 1 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of cumin. A teaspoon of tandoori masala. So these are the ingredients for 250 grams of boneless chicken thigh. The chicken was marinated yesterday. We left it overnight so that it gets more taste. All these spices that we've added now are going to complement the spices in the sauce that we made earlier as well. Oh yeah, did we just cover it? We're going to add the sauce that we made earlier to the mixture. See, the color has changed, gone a bit more darker now because of the spices that we added earlier in the chicken. And yeah, we just mix and mix, let it simmer. A bit of the oil will come out like that. The next step is to add Greek yogurt to make it thicker. Lower the fire, and now we're gonna add the Greek yogurt. And you just stir it. You lower the fire so that the Greek yogurt doesn't really burst. See the color, how it's shining. That's what, when you say it's butter chicken, that's what it is. Try it up. If you think there's salt missing, you can add that now. It's the right time to do so. Coming up, and if you want to garnish it with something, just use kasturi methi. I'll let you know what that is. And these cumin seeds that have been roasted. And just cover it for a little bit so that all the aromas in there get infused. And it will be ready to serve. So we're gonna add a bit of cream in it just to make it thicker, and sometimes your yogurt can be really tangy, so the cream will also help with that, reducing the tanginess and giving it the extra texture as well.
Oh my god, I can't believe it!
It's a beautiful day. Okay, so we're gonna do now the butter paneer. Add oil, butter, teaspoon of coriander powder, teaspoon of garam masala, bit of tandoori masala. That's the sauce we made earlier. Starting the other way around because the paneer tends to be softer, so you don't really have to cook it that much. So you make the sauce first and then you add the paneer into it. Because if you were to do it the other way around, the paneer might get burnt, dried up, etc. We're gonna add a bit of fried tomato sauce, tomate frito. It's like 2 to 3 tablespoons. As with the butter chicken, it may be a bit too tangy. So to get that tanginess lower, we add a bit of tomato frito. We're gonna add the Greek yogurt now. Just lower the heat again. Once the oil starts coming up a little bit, just add salt according to taste. Next, we add the paneer. We've added just plain paneer. You can marinate that paneer just like you've marinated the chicken before. You can pan fry it so that you get the crispiness and the crispiness absorbs the sauce. It's up to you. Just garnish with the cumin and the kasturi methi, and the dish is ready. Just like before, for a little bit, just cover it so that all those aromas get infused into the dish, and ready to serve. Oi. So we had the butter chicken today. Finally jumped on the treadmill as well. Did some 300 calories. So I guess that calorie counting worked out. Now I just headed down to the supermarket, walking the dog and whatnot. And yeah. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you like the recipes, the butter chicken, the butter paneer. Please do leave us a comment. If you make the recipe, I would like to see how yours turns out. If you do anything different or use something else, do let us know as well, because it's always curious to see what kind of different things we can do to the recipes, right? And yes, as usual, please give us a like, subscribe up there to stay tuned for the future recipes, and we'll see you in the next time.